fifth year as a head coach at De La Salle. He's posted an impressive 32-15 record. Graduate of Archbishop Rummel and former player there and assistant coach. He has his Cavaliers at 2-0 after a 38-13 victory at Hancock, Mississippi this past Friday night. And the game seen live at sportsnola.com. You were watching it when you walked in. It was also on WHNO TV 20. The Cavaliers host Union Parish this Friday night at 7 p.m. Please give a warm Ready New Orleans Sports Foundation Quarterback Club welcome to Coach Ryan Manale of the De La Salle Cavaliers.
Thank you, Ken. Once again, it's an honor to be here. Quarterback Club, what a great thing. One of the many things that Ken does for our community. I want to get right into it. We're 2-0. We're a proud school right now. And let me step back and introduce who I have at the table here. First, our athletic director and vice president, Ms. Tony Benora, is here with us. His father, Hall of Famer, Marion Benora. Glad to have him. My father, and then my brother who coaches fullbacks for us on the varsity team. But getting back to it, we're 2-0. State of Mississippi called, asked if we wanted to join the association. We went to Mississippi back-to-back weeks. What happened last year, I'm going to go all over the place a little bit. Last year we started off 9-0. We went to Lutcher came to us week 10, and they beat us. Then we go to the quarterfinals and lose. And one of the big things we had was how can we develop and get a more competitive schedule, and how can we fight through the season, be at our best at the end. And one of the things we thought is to try to put ourselves out there and play somebody. Gulfport called us and paid us to play, and it was a good experience for our kids to go out there and do it. And we won, which is always great. Then this past week on Sports NOLA, and we beat Hancock, Mississippi, 38-13. And so now we move on to our home opener that we're excited about against Union Parish. A little bit about our team. You know, we do rely on a lot of seniors, but we are young still at the same time. It's the first year since I've been at De La Salle. We have majority juniors and seniors starting. It's been a lot of freshmen and sophomore. Our offensive line, where it all starts. We have 4 juniors and 1 senior that starts there. Our quarterback, Julian Guns, is the key piece to our puzzle. There's no doubt about it. You know, Julian's 13 for 22 on the year, 234 yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. But rushing the ball, he's 26 carries for 252 yards and 4 touchdowns. So he's definitely a big piece to that puzzle. He's a junior quarterback. We're blessed to have him. And just what a great, phenomenal young man that is. Our receivers and running backs are pretty much seniors. Our defense is led by an Arkansas commit, Josh Paul. And, you know, we're in uncharted territories again. This spring we had 107 Division I schools come through. I remember my first year when I had 28 players. I think we had 4. So it's a good thing right now going for the program. It's a great thing for the school. And it's not just in football, it's in every aspect of De La Salle. And I know there's a lot of alums everywhere I go. Probably more proud alums are stepping through, and it's just an exciting time when I have to do it. This week we play Union Parish. People ask me, you know, you can't find a closer game, and I'm just going to give you the story in Union Parish. We are at home. We open up at Pan American this Friday night at 7 o'clock. Very excited about it. Coach Spatz, the head coach over there, they won the 3A state championship 3 years ago. Very, very good quality program. My first year when I was at De La Salle, we played them in the playoffs. And they beat us, pretty much named the score on us. And then this past summer, a year ago when it was time to schedule, he called and he just said he's always looking for a game to come to New Orleans. He always wants to come to New Orleans and get ready and prepare in case he has to make that trip in December. And you know, I guess the competitiveness of me at the time said absolutely. From year 1, we'll definitely play. But it was a good experience up there. And we went there last year and I think caught him really off guard, and we peaked. That was our best game of the year last year. The good thing for us right now is we win in games and still have things to work on. I thought last year by week 3 we were peaking, and we kind of went down a little bit after that. So we're really looking forward to our home opener against a good Union Parish team. As there's many quality games in this city, in New Orleans football, this area of football is absolutely great. So I hope you plan on making one, but if you're unsure where to go, you can come see a good team from up north at Pan American Stadium Friday night at 7 o'clock. Touch on a little bit something that, you know, I believe in, and it's weird, and you don't hear it much. I'm looking at the playoff system. Right now, the broken system in the LHSAA that some people on either side of the fence, and, you know, wherever they place us, we'll be in. which is a couple things that goes in the back of my mind on how do I play the season. I kind of look at it as, and I was talking to, our athletic director, is it almost reminds me of the old college days where the AP poll decides a state champion. And right now, there's 2 polls out there. We're number 2 and number 3. The number 1 team in the state of Louisiana is Lutcher, and we'll play them week 10. So hopefully we can continue to win games. And the way I look at it, that week 10 game will be for the 3A state championship. And then we'll go play in whatever playoff they send us in. But, the scary thing about that is that with the split is in the back of your head, where it happened in college, it started happening where everybody was trying to get style points. And that'd be the worst thing for the kids. But in the situation we're in, if we get to week 7 and 8 and we're playing an inferior opponent, we rank number 3 and we want to get to number 2 because we want to win a state championship. It's the only way of going is through the AP, not the AP, but the Associated Press polls that we have. And that's just something I wanted to bring up because I talked to a couple coaches about it. We've been talking about it. And the way it's going right now, that's the only thing that can name a true state champion. And then the other little tidbit I want to talk about is, they talk about the split, about non-select and select schools. I'm here to tell you that there's quality coaches in both the public and private schools, and I have plenty of friends in both, and they do a great job. And by the numbers, you can look at it. In 5A right now through week 3, the sports writers polls, 13 of the 18 schools receiving votes for 5A, 13 are non-select public schools, where 5 are select schools. In 4A, 13 of the 16 schools are non-select. In 3A, where we're at, 12 out of 16 are non-select. Then in 2A, it gets 10 out of 16. 1A is where the select schools dominate, and only 6 of the 16 schools are non-select. So, just this whole thing's about the kids, and you'd hate to think about style points at the end, but I did wanted to bring that up because it's a point that's always asked to me about coming back together or not, and I think it's valid, and hopefully some good minds come together and realize about the kids, because most of the guys that I know, they do a great job where they're at, public or private. They're proud of their program. They run a great program. They're proud of their kids, and them want to compete at the highest level. So, our district has Lutcher and St. James in it, 2 teams that played for 3A state champion non-select side last year. They both ranked in the top 5 of 3A. Our playoff bracket, where we'll go after a state champion is decided, we'll go into a 3A, 4A playoff bracket. And in that bracket, like last year we're 9-1, we get a bye to go to the quarterfinals, and we're a 3A program, and we're playing a 4A quality team in Terrellins Catholic. And our bracket is, I think, as good as any out there, and I'm proud to be in that after the state championship decided. But St. Thomas More, Terrellins Catholic, U-High, Parkview, and Vanderbilt Catholic are all solid programs that's kind of on the top echelon of that playoff. But with that being said, if there's any questions, I'll be glad to answer. If not, appreciate being here. It's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Ken.